Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Booked Up, a TV show featuring the adult collection and programs at the Peters Township Library. I'm Dianne, the circulation manager. Who are you?
That's an excellent question. I'm Sydney, Program and Outreach Coordinator for Adult Services.
Oh, and I'm Dani. I work in adult services as well.
Our special guest today.
Yay, me.
Well, as you can see, Mary's not here for this episode because she's on vacation. She left a little clue as to where she went. 914.92352 in the Dewey Decimal. Dewey Decimal number.
Yes. Well,
I went and found the book.
Oh, there we go.
She would be so proud of you right now.
Yeah.
No, that's not where she is. I know where she is. She's in Deweyland. It's a theme park for catalogers.
Well, before she left, she cataloged over 4 dozen new travel books for the library. So this is your annual summer reminder. Don't forget to browse our travel selection up on the second floor of the library, where we have guidebooks and travel DVDs available for you to research your trip before you go. Some of the new books that she did catalog, of course, we always have a new 2025 Disney World guide.
People will be fighting over the Disney
Rick
guide.
Steves Rome 2025 and Southwest USA National Parks.
We have London 2025 and Cape Cod. So.
And if you are a fan of the Ellen Hildebrand books, they're always set on Nantucket, and she wrote this adorable little travel guide called The Blue Book. And it is a travel guide for Nantucket and some of the places that she mentions in her books, and it has little excerpts from some of her books in it, and it's really cute. Just know you'll have to probably take out a second mortgage on your house if you actually plan a trip to Nantucket this summer.
You need to win the lottery to go there.
Well, we're just starting month 6 of our 2025 reading challenge. Hopefully you've stuck with it. I know I've been doing the ABC challenge, but we also have the Bibliophile challenge going on. And June really has some fun options for you. So in June, you can read a book that's traveled to you by picking up a translation. And a book that's been translated into English from another language. So if you go into our wagon catalog, you can do a keyword search for translations into English and limit it to adult fiction, and you'll find a lot of options there. We also have a selection of graphic novels. We've always had the YA graphic novel section, but last year we added the adult graphic novels to the collection, thanks to Sarah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can find the newest editions at the beginning of the new book section, and the rest of the collection will be at the beginning of the fiction. You can also take a trip with a travel book or magazine. As I mentioned before, we have a great collection of the travel books. And we also have the magazine Travel and Leisure available on the Flipster app, which if you haven't ever used the Flipster app, it's really great. And we also have the physical magazines Travel and Leisure and Condé Nast Traveler that you can check out from the library. In July, our challenges are read a book with a body of water in the title. Lots of choices there.
Yeah, there are. I think in our actual challenge on Beanstack, there's a link to like a Goodreads list that has some suggested titles on it too.
Yeah.
So if you aren't sure, but like pond, lake, sea, ocean, stream, river,
Puddle.
puddle. Yeah, puddle would
Puddle counts. That's water.
drip, drop, splash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or read a book with a beach on the cover.
That's
Also,
a great time of year for
It
that.
is. We
Yeah.
also always put up a beachy display of vacation books. So it's really easy to pop in and grab one on your way out of town. Or you can read a biography or work about one of the founding fathers.
Yes, I do believe you. I believe listening to Hamilton counts.
Yeah,
We'll count that.
I think so.
right?
That's
feel
probably
it.
Yeah.
the heaviest,
Yeah.
thing
Well,
I want to get into during the summer.
listen, people complained that A to Z was too easy, so that's why we have the
Yeah.
Bibliophile Challenge.
Yeah.
So people
And-
really wanted to challenge. Now you can challenge yourself. Pick up a David McCollum that's that big and
Yeah.
read about the founding fathers. There you go.
But for the bibliophile, there's 3 options and you only have to choose
Correct.
2 of them.
Right.
So you don't have to do a beach front cover. You could
What if
definitely do the
your
founding father.
beachfront cover, also has a body of water in the title?
And a president sitting on the beach. George Washington. George Washington's lounging on the beach in a lounge chair next to the ocean.
He's got a Mai Tai in his
all 3. You got all 3 covered.
It's a 3 for,
little powder wig there. Yeah, I'd be impressed.
and you automatically win the prize for
Done.
that one.
You're
Yeah.
done for the year. Check. If you find that book, let us know.
Please do.
Sorry.
We're moving into the summer months, which means one of our annual summer reading challenges is coming back. So we do the summer reading challenge. We have challenges for all ages from birth to adult. So our adult challenge is a bingo challenge. So we have a 5x5 bingo square, and there's different activities to do on there, like read a book with a color in the title, visit a local artsy Colton Archer place, go to an outreach event or community day, visit a library program. So there's lots of options for that. And we want to show off some of the prizes that go with that. So you
No,
get
there are some great prizes.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
really good stuff this year.
you get a prize if you get bingo on it, and then for every bingo square you get virtual tickets that you could enter into win prize baskets. So we have 10 baskets total, and we brought 2 of those here with us today.
So just 2 of the prizes we have is our local date night prize, which you can see here. You have a gift certificate to Little Lake Theater. You can have dinner at Mad Max, and then you have a gift card for Dairy Queen. So this is all
great
a local
one.
night out. Then we
Yeah.
have our downtown, or as we keep
Downtown.
saying,
Downtown, Debbie.
and since our theme is Color Your World, focused a little bit more on the creative side and the artistic side, there's a gift card for the Pittsburgh Glass Center, so you can go down. You can just walk in or register for various programs they have there, or you can even just shop. And then you can do any restaurant in the Big Burrito restaurant group, which gives you a lot of options if you want to eat downtown and do that, or eat locally. So, and these are just 2 of the 10 that we have. We have some big ones. A lot of
Yeah.
art-themed ones, a lot of creative ones, outdoors ones.
Yeah, the next time you're in the library, definitely stop upstairs and
Yes.
check out the baskets.
Yeah, they're all on display upstairs behind the reference desk area. And then if you've been up in that area, you've probably had the unfortunate
Where you going with this?
experience of seeing Dani and I in our natural element. Where am I
Yes,
going?
your habitat.
And I haven't. And so those are like for the big drawings at the end for every square, but then you also get a prize if you get bingo or you fill your card. So we've got hats that you can get. So we've got
So
Love Your
cute.
Library.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Love the
then,
navy.
oh yeah, you want to show off that
Yeah, you
notebook?
only have 2 hands, so I'll take
That's
the other
true.
one. Oh, there we are. I love this little notebook. Wait, the ruler's
too.
coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, cute. And your T-shirt?
Oh yes. And then the T-shirt will cover up. There you go.
Right. Oh, what is it? Libraries are life.
Libraries
Yeah.
are
Very
life.
cute.
Yeah, super
So
cute.
those are the different adult prizes, and the shirts go from adult small to double XL. So yeah, if you get bingo, you get to come pick out one prize. Oh, and mug.
Oh, it's a nice
Can't
mug.
go wrong with the mug.
Can't
Mug.
go mug.
So if you get bingo, you get to come pick out one of these, and then if you fill your card, you get to come back and pick out a second one.
And it's all meant to be fun. I know we joked about reading the Founding Fathers, but all of the reading challenges we have, whether it's our all year long A to Z or it's our summer reading challenges that go along, they're meant to be a good time.
They
We just
are.
encourage you to read,
Yeah.
have fun, explore something new, maybe pick up a book that you've not read before, and explore the library.
And we have been doing that. We've been recommending, what did you read for Z or
X.
And I definitely have read some books I never would have picked up.
Same here. Same here.
And hopefully you didn't hate that.
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
No. I've actually enjoyed all of Dani's recommendations and
Oh, really?
Sue's
I didn't know Dani enjoyed.
recommendations.
Stop.
kidding. So as Dani mentioned earlier, like we've really leaned into like the culture and arts aspect with some of these programs that we're doing. So we have a whole slew of, I call them artsy programs coming up this summer. So Barn and Yarn.
Yes, Barn and Yarn. So for our adult monthly craft programs that we typically do, this is the Pennsylvania Dutch Barn Art. Sydney and I together will be doing a program where we're actually going to teach you the history about Pennsylvania Dutch barn art, give you a little bit of the background, the history, the culture, how it came to be in this area. And then after we do our presentation, you this way, that one. Everybody's actually going to get to make their own
little round,
their own little sign. We're going to help you with some templates and things like that. So it'll be fun, and you get us. So right there.
So that's a problem. So
yes.
that's Saturday, July 19th, and then registration for most of our programs opens up 4 weeks beforehand, and then your June.
We skipped ahead. We went to July 1st.
Barn and Yarn.
For June, to go along with our art theme, we will be doing for adults, this is an adult craft, yarn art. So you're going to do your own creative drawing. This is an abstract. You also can do a scene, but you're going to do your own design. You're going to paint it, and then we're actually going to take yarn and create. It kind of reminds me like a vintage. Yeah, it's very 70s home craft kind of vibe to it. And that is actually Wednesday, June 18th in the evening, starting at 6 o'clock at the library. So super fun.
Yeah, we have 2 other June ones. Anything But a Paintbrush, which is actually an all ages one. So we will have stations set up for you to come and create some things using not paintbrushes. So like one station will be squeegee art. So we'll have like acrylic paints in little bottles and some suggestions of like patterns to make, and then you squeegee it down to turn it into something. So hopefully it'll be new things. Watercolor art, but with bubbles. So you blow bubbles that has watercolor mixed into it. So it is all ages. It'll be tons of fun. And then in June, we're also doing embroidery painting. Well, we will have famous paintings printed on cardstock, and we will use embroidery thread. Like we'll practice making a few knots beforehand, but to add like little embellishments to it. So like if you had, a piece of art that had flowers all over it and a cat, you could, turn part of that into textile as well. Cool.
Tie-dye.
Tie-dye.
Tie-dye. Everybody's asking about tie-dye. Tie-dye
No more
is
tie-dye.
fun.
It's never happening again.
No, tie-dye will be happening again.
Mark your calendar.
Yes. Just no dates. Explain why.
So if you've come to tie-dye at the library at any point in time over the last 4 years, sometimes we have to reschedule because we do it outside. I don't know if you know this, but tie-dye gets a little messy.
Just a little.
Yeah. A lot messy. And so because we have to do it outside, sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate or the Canadian wildfire smoke doesn't cooperate, and so we have to reschedule it. So for our own sanity and not having to reschedule something 1,200 times, we said we're not putting out a date. We are internally watching some dates, and if the first one comes up and a week or 10-day forecast out is looking great, then we'll push it out to everyone and say this is when it's happening. So tie-dye will happen. Hopefully you'll be in town for it. You can go ahead and stock up on all your 100% cotton outer garments, no undergarments, please. And just be on the lookout for tie-dye.
Yeah, and again, this is an all ages event. I mean, everybody comes, family friendly, come solo, bring a date, have a good time.
Now, will we have t-shirts that we'll be selling this year for tie-dye, or is this a year of everyone bringing their own?
Bring their own, I think.
have some of the leftover, I would rather be reading shirts that I could bring out and we could do.
Last year, I saw people do shoes and hats. It was
I did
really
a skirt
cool.
last year.
Super. I mean, it's just a great time. So just be on the lookout. We will let you know ahead of time
It'll
if there's
be
no set dates.
like an evening from 2 to 7, and then the next morning like from 9 to 1, whenever it does happen. So there'll be afternoon, evening hours, and then the next morning. So hopefully one of those will work for your schedule. But yeah, tie-dye, I guess it's happening.
It is happening. Some other things happening, Sydney, is all the outreach that's going on over this summer. The library is going to be all over the place. You will see various people. You will see you a lot in the adult outreach. So what are the few things we have coming up this year?
Well, Dani, thank you so much for asking. We will, of course, be at Community Day. That's where you won't see me. However, I'll be on my way to South Dakota.
You'll see me.
Oh, yeah.
And me.
So Community Day, the last Saturday in June at Rolling Hills Park, rain or shine, hopefully shine for you guys.
I hope
Yes,
so.
yes.
The library will be there with some giveaways. It's always a fun time, lots of different vendors and stuff throughout the area. There's parking at the high school, and they have buses to take people over. Something that's coming back this summer that I know a lot of people are excited about, and if you are an interested vendor, there's still time to apply, but the farmers market's coming back. So it's going to be hosted by the Parks and Rec Department, and it's going to be held at the side parking lot at the rec center. So you can see on this screen that they are still looking for vendors. It's going to be on Wednesdays from 4 to 7 p.m. starting at June 11th, going to August 27th. So products must be homemade, homegrown, or handcrafted. They're also doing special kid vendor days. So if you are a youth under the age 17 and under who make things in the community, look out for that on their website as well. Sorry, I didn't mean to kick you.
It's okay.
But that's happening, so that'll be really special. So we're going to be
really
at those,
cool.
3 days over the summer. We're going to be there June 18th. We'll be doing bubble art that day. So each day that we're there, we're going to be doing an activity. So we'll be doing bubble watercolor art in June. July 16th, we'll be there doing bleach art. So if you bring your own black shirt or something, you can do a bleach design on it, and we'll have some black paper to do it without it as well. And then August 20th, we are doing sunset painting. So it'll be red, orange, yellow, pinkish, and then we're going to use the Cricut machine to cut out some shadow animals or shadow trees to put on it.
Yeah.
So you'll get to come to the farmer's market, grab some dinner, restock your pantry, and make some cutesy art with us if you're there.
Are you doing any of the Lunch and Learn programs this year?
Yes, we are doing. I have 2 scheduled for this summer. We have one coming up in just a few weeks in June. What is it called? How to Read a Painting. So that is Mallory Mortiaro. She is an art historian. She'll be doing a presentation virtually. She'll be joining us from her home in New Jersey about how to actually look at a painting and read it and look at stuff. And then in July, we have another one that's a very different vein, mammal identification.
No,
So,
listen.
It's fine. It's cool.
It's actually really interesting.
Yeah, it'll be great. If you are a nature enthusiast, or you're out on the trail and you see things or animal signs of animals or things like that. So it's going to be about some of our local fauna. We do a lot with the flora, and this is going to be the fauna.
Identifying animal scat.
Yes.
Well,
And then
you
eating
have lunch.
No, we save the lunch till afterwards.
And the lunch is really good.
Mary might be onto something when she scripts this for us. I'm just going to say, Mary's going to watch this and be like, you see what happens when I'm not there to really
what are you talking about?
rein
Mary
this
is
in.
here with us.
That
Haven't
is
you
true.
seen her on the slides?
Yeah.
Yes, it's kind of like a Where's Waldo. You have to look through the slides and try to find Mary.
Where's
We should have
Mary?
made that. We should have made that a game for people to. Where's Mary?
It's fine.
Okay, we got off track. Sydney, if I'm not mistaken, I do also believe that we have some outreach in coordination with our archivist, Nancy Martin. So what is happening? with
dog,
our
we sure
archivist?
do.
We do.
Now, I'm sure no one in here has heard of the Whiskey Rebellion before.
Never. Alcohol, no.
Stop it.
Again, George Washington on the beach with the Mai Tai. See, it all works
So,
together.
the Whiskey Rebellion Festival happens every year in Washington, usually I think the second weekend of July. So they have a local or living history section where they have different historical associations there. So this year, Nancy, our archivist, applied for the library to go. So Nancy and I will be there at the Whiskey Rebellion on Saturday.
Will you be in costume?
Absolutely
Will you be in
not.
No!
Stop!
Listen,
Why?
Very
if you'd like
disappointed.
to see Sydney in costume, please reach out to the library and let her know you would like that.
Another super fun thing that Nancy and I are doing this summer is we're doing a cemetery stroll in Brush Run Cemetery. So I think that's Saturday, June 14th. But she and I have gone through. We'll just be doing it at the end. There's Mary.
She's in the cemetery.
We'll be doing it in like in the older parts. We won't be going up the hill completely, but we'll be talking about several folks buried in the cemetery, some of the general history of the church and the cemetery, and then Nancy's done some great research into like why some tombstones hold up over time and like the deterioration of others. So it'll be, you know, about an hour walk through the cemetery. It is walking. We do have talks. We have talked with Kelsey, I think. Hi, Kelsey, about recording this in the future. Maybe it's been mentioned. Maybe Nancy and I have talked about it. So if you're not able to join
Kelsey
us.
has no idea what you're talking about.
So sorry. Because we do want a smaller group to be out there with us. So that way we're not shouting across the cemetery. And we also like reduce the footprint that we have there. We don't need 100 people traipsing through the cemetery. We want to be respectful of the space too.
Yeah. It's a good idea. As you can tell, there is a lot going on. There's always a lot going on at the library, especially over the summer months. We talked about a good bit of it today, but as always, please just make sure you check the events calendar to see all of the different programs for kids, for adults, for all ages. There's always something to do. So come in the library, talk to us, look for Mary, and check the calendar. And we're always happy to talk to you about what's going on.
Sounds like it's really going to be a busy summer, but
Very
fun.
busy. Fun.
Fun,
Busy
fun,
and
fun.
fun. Yeah.
Well, we'll be back in a few months with another edition of Booked Up. In the meantime, let us help you get booked up with new library programs, clubs, and books. The Peters Township Library is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 9 to 4. The library is closed on Sundays and on Saturday, June 28th for Community Day. Please stop up and see us there. We'll also be closed on Friday, July 4th. I'm so excited that the 4th of July is on a Friday this year.
I know, it's a long, long holiday weekend.
But don't worry, we're always open online at ptlibrary.org. See you at the library.